produced by Dilla. You know, I used to just listen to Ninth and Little Brother and Slum and Common. Not that anything's changed, but I just found myself in a different position.
Is Drake hip hop?
Why are you doing this to me? Drake is pop to me. In the sense, like, if I was in Target in Houston and I heard a Drake song, it feels like a lot of his music is compatible with shopping.
I know exactly what it means.
Commercial music.
Like Forever 21.
Or it's, you know, shopping with an edge in certain instances.
Fair. I like Drake's music, but I understand exactly what you're saying.
Of course, I mean,
it's commercial, entertaining, fun, good,
it's
formulaic music.
It's likable.
Likable music, yeah. But is it? You know, I'm gonna leave you alone. We're gonna move on.
I love this mall. Look at this place. I mean, look at this place. They have everything. Everything's here. They have everything here. Oh, this is great. This is a new Drake. You hear it? It's great. Okay. What happens when this thing collapses? What happens when the columns start buckling? Are we not in some early stage of that at this present hour? Are we seeing like the collapse of the empire? Buying and selling, where's the message that I can use?
Right.
You know, what's in it for your audience apart from like banging the pom-poms?
I think Mos Def was absolutely right. I think there may have been one point where Drake would be considered hip hop to me. I'm gonna say that was his Deceiving album when he would work with Fonte, Slum Village.
Yeah, that's how I started, man. You know, there was a time where I wouldn't listen to anything unless it was produced by Dilla. I used to just listen to Ninth and Little Brother and Slum and Common. Not that anything's changed, but I just found myself in a different position. That necessarily wasn't the lane for me as much as I loved it. And I tried, you know, I mean, I did those songs for a long time, but I just sort of saw a way to bridge the two, lyrics and melody and big hooks and content, you know. I found a bridge between the two things I love, and so, you know, I just stand in the middle of that bridge and wave my hands. That's it.
Drake definitely had a short backpacking period before he moved to Houston and ultimately linked with Lil Wayne, ultimately linked with Young Money. Otherwise, Drake is Target. The reason why he says Drake is Target is because Drake, like Target, is ubiquitous, meaning it's everywhere, meaning everybody loves it. But is it really for the greater good? When you're talking to guys like Mos Def, they come from a very different era of hip hop. It had to be conscious, it had to have a message. It was rooted in our liberation. Obviously, as time went on, you always had like a pop rap star that was giving you lesser quote unquote versions of hip hop. But for the most part, the foundation of hip hop was always about consciousness. It was always about liberation or trying to be anti-establishment. Look at the climate of hip hop now. When you look at the artists, when you look at their treatment packages, their marketing, it kind of looks like just one huge commercial for alcohol, sexuality, gang violence, really all of the things that when you then juxtapose our outcomes, our children's reading levels, our HIV rates, STD rates, marriages in the home, family values, at what cost? Then you juxtapose how the actual hip hop industry is doing. Currently, 2024, hip hop is not the #1 genre. I think last year, 2023, we had one album go #1, and that might have been Lil Uzi Vert. Hip hop is in a really interesting space, and I think unfortunately, the only way to save it is if we're bridging that gap between old and new. And unfortunately, the old folks don't got respect for the new folks, and the new folks don't got respect for the old folks. Till that gap is bridged, until we figure out how to unionize and create better business, till we can figure out how to make a song cost more than 99 cents, someone's life work, 99 cents. I absolutely understand what he's talking about. The music industry is probably doomed. It really is. And now that we're in the era of AI, what next? It's gonna get a little tricky, y'all. It's gonna get a little tricky. So again, the question that Mos Def asks, at what cost? At what cost do you like Target? All right, let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear your perspective. Again, this is not supposed to be hate towards Drake, because at the end of the day, I'm, you know, sort of a Drake fan, but you know, you gotta call a spade a spade. Drake is Target. Drake currently is pop. Let me know your thoughts. Been TP Locks, signing out.